Welcome to the 10th week of our Risen Retreat. As we continue to pray with Father Tetlow's annotated retreat, Becoming an Easter People, it's good for us to ponder something that happens to Jesus on the road to Easter, and then to consider how it might speak to us as we journey through this earthly life. Remember, as we talked about a few weeks ago, in Catholicism, there are two sources of truth: the sacred scripture and tradition. We believe that they are equally revelatory and equally worthy of our consideration. We Catholics have different devotions, and one of those devotions is the Stations of the Cross. If you enter into any Catholic church, you will see the 14 stations on the walls of the church. We have the custom of praying with these images at any time, but in particular during the liturgical season of Lent. There's one station that depicts a woman named Veronica who wipes the face of Jesus as he continues to carry his cross. Veronica is a tradition in the Catholic Church. In other words, there's no mention of Veronica in the Bible. She has been carried from generation to generation, not through the written word, but through her image in that particular station of the cross. When I imagine Jesus carrying the cross, I see him holding the trunk between his arms, and the arms of the cross are draped over his shoulder, with the bottom of the cross dragging behind him. In my imagination, the weight of that cross is so heavy that he cannot let go of the trunk that he's holding. He is sweating, but because his arms are occupied, he cannot wipe the sweat from his eyes. You know, as I do, that if you get sweat in your eyes, it burns and clouds vision, and it becomes nearly impossible to see. Imagine the kindness of that moment, to have someone come and provide a moment of relief on the way. Veronica provided the Lord with a moment of clarity on the journey, and she's nameless and unrecognized in this kind act. I don't think Jesus saw Veronica, nor is there any written testimony, and nor is there any recording of Veronica exchanging words with Jesus. It's a beautiful moment of unrecognized kindness. Veronica has something to reveal to us, both our pasts and our present and future moments. Your past contains moments of your journey where people were Veronica-like for you, and you did not recognize them. I think it's undeniable to consider the possibility that there have been moments in your life where people came to your assistance, and you did not see their kindness, nor did you recognize them for that kindness. Our faith teaches us that this is good. We don't need to acknowledge every act of kindness that has been done to us. Additionally, there are clearly moments in your past where you were kind and generous to someone, and that person never recognized that kindness. That's good. You and I don't need to be recognized for every kindness that is offered to us. In fact, it's inarguable that there have been all sorts of moments of assistance that you've been given without your even having realized. It is beautiful to ponder our world as a community of Veronicas. At least this is a beautiful vision. The flow of kindness from person to person, unrecognized in its reception, and given without asking. Each of us is invited today to cultivate an interior Veronica, both in our receivings and in our offerings of this day. And not only for today, but for the future too. In this moment of our Risen Retreat, as we continue to journey as an Easter people, let us be kindly in our demeanor. Be kind. Be kind. Continued prayers for you on your retreat from all of us at Boston College and the Institute for Advanced Jesuit Studies.